All right, everyone, welcome back. Whoever's watching this video, it is January 5th, 2024. It's about 10 a.m. and I'm on my way to run some errands. Specifically, I'm going to Menards, which is about 10 or 15 minutes away, to pick up a piece of carpeting for my little musical practice area in my basement. A lot of times when I'm out during the day, during like normal business hours when most people are working, I really take time to appreciate the fact that I am retired, and I was able to retire at 62. However, I really have been not working since 2016. Actually, since Thanksgiving of 2015, and I'll tell you the story to get an idea of where I'm at with everything. In 2015, the weekend before Thanksgiving in that year, I fell down and shattered my kneecap and broke a couple of ribs, and I couldn't drive. And I had been working in an office for about 35 years at a couple of different companies. And this particular company that I was working for at the time, they were about 45 minutes away, so I had that 45-minute drive every day back and forth to work. And I just couldn't drive, so they put me on medical leave until after the first of the year, and then I had a trip planned. Me and my wife had a trip planned to Florida at the beginning of 2016. So I extended my time off. I had gotten my brace off my leg, because I couldn't drive with that brace on my leg. Had gotten the brace off. My patella, my kneecap, healed okay, and I got back from that trip to Florida. It was just like a 5-day trip, and I just decided I didn't want to go back to work. I was off, all through Thanksgiving, all through the holidays. And I had been thinking about leaving my job for a while. But at the beginning of January also, I had a stroke. And it was a pretty bad one. Obviously, I recovered pretty well from it. There are some neurological things still going on with me. Various things which I'll talk about at another time, but I decided that was it. I decided I wasn't going to work anymore. Now, at the time, me and my wife were running a small yoga studio, and we weren't making very much money. There was enough money for her to survive on, really, and we weren't married at the time. So, and I had about $30,000 saved up in the bank. That's all the money I had. But we decided to try to make it work. From 2016 to 2021, I was basically getting by on teaching some yoga classes for a fitness center in Detroit. I was making about $1,500 a month from that side gig, which I had been doing for a long time. Even while I was working full-time, I was doing that. I would teach classes early in the morning. So I was making like $1,000 to $1,500 a month from that. And then, with me not working, we managed to get the yoga studio going a little bit more, and we were making a little bit more money, but not much. So I was surviving on about $2,500 to $3,000 a month, which I know isn't bad for a lot of people. But I was slowly depleting that $30,000 savings and investing a lot of it into the studio. So when 2021 came around, I was going to turn 62, and I decided to take my retirement at 62. Now, I had worked for 30 some years, and I didn't make a ton of money, but I made pretty good money. And I was able to get about $1,900 a month from Social Security. So I took that at 62, and I would recommend anybody that is in a position where you can retire, and if you don't have a lot of expenses, a lot of bills, and you can afford to, just find some type of side job, start a business. There's so many opportunities out there today. So today in 2024, my income is about $3,500 to $4,000 a month. I get $2,100 in Social Security, and right now I'm making about $2,000 a month teaching yoga. But you know, it's like 1 or 2 classes a day, 45-minute classes. So you know, the reality is I teach I teach 4, 5, 6, 7 classes a week, 45-minute classes. Most of them are early in the morning. And I have the rest of my day free to do whatever I want. Now, I still have a lot of debt to pay off from when I was married previously, so still trying to pay a lot of that off, so I'm not saving much money. But, you know, I am surviving. I have plenty of money to have this new truck, this new Toyota Tacoma. It's a 2023. I leased this last February, so it's going to be a year old pretty soon. I really have everything that I want. I'm living with my wife, who owns the house. I moved in with her quite a few years ago, and you know, I mean, $4,000 is enough for anybody to live on. And the thing is, I don't make enough money. I just make just under the amount of money that I can make on Social Security without being taxed on it, or without being having it hit my Social Security and reduce my Social Security every month. So I know not everybody is in that same position. A lot of people, like when my wife retires, and she's at retirement age, if she takes her Social Security at 62, she's only going to have $900 a month, because she hasn't worked as long of a time, and she hasn't been a bigger earner. But I would suggest for anybody that can possibly do it, if you can reduce your full-time job to a part-time job, find a part-time job. You know, there's a lot of jobs out there that you can work from home today, and supplement your income. If you're somebody that can survive on, you know, $40,000 or $50,000 a year. If you have a business, if you set up a business, then you know, you can write off a lot of stuff. You can write off a lot of expenses. You can write off your car and gas and travel expenses, depending what you do. So I think there's just, what I'm saying is there's a lot of different ways. And you know, you can do the math for yourself, but I would say if you can take your retirement at 62 and figure out a way to supplement your Social Security income by doing something, even working part-time, I would do it and enjoy the rest of your life. You know, when we're 30 or 40 years old, you know, we've got a lot of runway ahead of us, a lot of space, a lot of time ahead of us potentially. Although, of course, we never know when our last day being alive is going to be, but we, you know, reasonably sure the odds are that we're going to live a long time. But when you get into your 60s, you know, time is getting short, and so I would say, you know, if you're somebody like me that has a hobby, I still enjoy teaching yoga. I enjoy playing music. I'll talk more about my music in another video. It's worth a 30-minute video to hear about the music that I'm doing today and why I'm doing it and what I use and so forth. But, you know, I enjoy traveling and camping and being outside in nature. I enjoy just being around the house and doing things around the house sometimes. So, you know, I know there's a lot of people that don't have hobbies, don't have other interests, and for those people, I would say, you know, if you are going to retire, find a hobby, find something to get into, start to travel, learn to play an instrument, learn to play piano or guitar or something, take an interest in something, photography, create a YouTube channel like this YouTube channel. You know, I'm not interested in doing it for subscribers. The odds are that I will never have any subscribers probably, but I'm doing it just to do it for myself, really, as therapy, like I've said before. And if somebody else just kind of trips across this, maybe I can inspire somebody. So, you know, and we can always make it a priority in our lives to help other people, to support other people, and to be good human beings. Anyway, my friends, what I'm trying to say is just do the research. Don't wait till you're 67 or 70 years old to retire. It's too late then. And you'll never get back those, you know, if you wait till 70 to retire, you've lost 8 years of living your life without having to work for anybody. Now, of course, everybody's circumstance is different. If you are making $100,000, $200,000 a year, and you still need to rely on that much money, if that's your lifestyle, then maybe you might not be able to do that. And I don't know the you know, the retirement options for people that have set up retirement accounts, but I would say retire as soon as you possibly can. And if you're in, you know, the range of income that I was in, you could do it. You could retire at 62 and just find something else to do to supplement your income and live your life. You know, enjoy the time you have left. Those 7 years between, or 8 years between 62 and 70 are years that, you know, if you're in relatively good health, if you've taken care of yourself, you can really enjoy those years. Once we get to 70 and over 70, things start to break down, and it's a cascade downhill for a lot of people. You know, I know a lot of people can live to be 80, 90 years old, but anyway, take care of yourself, eat healthy, exercise regularly, see your doctor frequently, do a little yoga, meditation, keep your stress level down, be a good human being, and help other people. And retire as soon as possible. If you can, collect your Social Security at 62. Have an awesome day, everyone.